Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 10 Minutes Astrology. Oh, hello. What's the name? I forget.
It's Gizmo.
Gizmo, you are bringing my childhood nightmare back.
No, it's about Venus. It's bringing tenderness. Okay, it didn't work.
No, doesn't work for me. Because do you know the movie? Do you know that
It was another
movie?
movie, but Gizmo was a good guy. It was the friends of Gizmo that were not nice.
I know, but I always remember the terrible scenes.
Yeah, come on. Gizmo was nice.
Gizmo was nice. Okay, that's why you like it. I would say when I saw it, that oh my God, nightmare is coming.
No, no, I like Gizmo.
Okay. Well, today we're going to talk about
Venus.
Venus retrograde. So, is that true? The Venus retrograde person don't know how to love?
Oh, who said this? Oh my God.
I don't know. I still be me say that.
Um, so let's go back to the idea of retro. Let's go back first of all to the idea of what's Venus, what we
Yes.
value, and how we
Yeah.
open up to others, what we find valuable in others. So how we also make relationships, what we love in others, what attracts us. So if Venus is retrograde, it means that this motion that tends to be towards the outside first goes towards the inside. It makes the opposite direction. And also it means that there is this sense of awkwardness or different than the norm, let's say. So with Venus retrograde, what I would imagine is that this person has a system of values that may not fit their environment, their context. They may have their own sense of values. Maybe they have a strong sense of independency, or maybe it's not independence, but it's about, in whatever sign you have it, there is a sense of this Venus, instead of going out there to meet the other person, first goes inward to see what is it that I feel, what is it that I need, what is it that I'm attracted to. Is this really what? So there is this sense of, self-love, perhaps,
Mm.
and this can be heavily misinterpreted as not knowing how to love, like you asked. But I would say the first way, I don't want to come up with rules to live life, but I would say self-love is very important if you want to love another person.
Oh, that is so sweet. To be honest, I just improvised talking about are they really not to know how to love? But I like the way you interpret it, especially if that is, I can apply that. That would be so sweet because they know themselves and they examine their love first instead of like me tell everyone I love you, 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 I love you.
Yes, I think there is kind of this, because the set of values goes towards the inside. So there's this kind of
Mm,
question: what is it that I value? What is it that I want? What is it that I'm attracted to? And it can be Venus in Pisces. It can be a super loving Venus, but
mm.
if it's retrograde, there's this sense of huge compassion and huge sense of surrender towards the object of love that goes first towards myself. So a huge sense of compassion for myself, for my inner world, and from there I connect with other people. But
Wow.
there's a sense of
So
reflection on what I love.
yeah.
Why do I love this?
Yeah. So they ask themselves, what is my value? They ask themselves, they double check, try triple check. So until they understand, they can exercise that. So this process usually I take a little bit long time, I have to say. Um, well, I want to address about stationary planet.
Can I
So
add a few more things about retrograde?
please.
So also this could bring a sense of refinement in the way this
Mm,
person love. So it's not the usual kind of love you will get from this person. There's something special about it.
mm.
And also the idea of going to the past. So it might be a person that is attracted to the past, that is, finds pleasure in thinking about the past, in
Ooh.
reflecting in the past. Maybe it's a bit of a melancholic position, thinking how things were before. There's a kind of this overemphasis, not overemphasis, emphasis in going towards the past. Yes.
That
And
is so
love, find
cute.
enjoyment in that.
That is so cute and so beautiful. So the difference is between the retrograde Venus and the stationary Venus is that during the process of the retrograde movement, in the beginning of the retrograde movement, that means when they move forward and then suddenly stopped and hanging there for a while, and then or when they about to finish the finish the retrograde movement, usually it's very easy to spot. If you have Sun and retrograde Venus form a semi-sextile 30 degree, that is very likely you have a stationary Venus. So the different way to interpret the retrograde, stationary Venus and the retrograde Venus is stationary didn't not really necessarily go back, but they focus. They refocus their eye on the beauty, their eye on the value, and their eye on the everything can represent by the Venus about the love, about the relationship, about the public image or something beautiful. So they focus on it. They don't really need to go different way, but they really focus on it. So that is the simple way. If you have a stationary Venus, it simply means you are focused on that planet a little bit more than other people. So today we are going to share a chart, a little bit unusual because I don't usually like to share the chart. We don't have an exact birth time. But I do find that this person is a very interesting, so I'd like to share with you.
And we're doing retrograde, so it makes sense to make it unusual.
Okay. Today I'm going to share this chart is a great filmmaker, a great actress. You may not heard about her name. Well, that means you don't really watch movie like me, but you probably already heard about her film last year a thousand times for sure, because this is the film director of Barbie the movie.
Yes.
So she was born on 4th of August 1983. We don't have a birth time, but she was born at Sacramento, California.
Yeah, so just in case to remind people, because we don't have a birth time,
yeah,
we can't trust on these houses. We only care about the placements by sign here.
Exactly. So, Alejo, could you tell us where is her Venus?
Okay, so interesting. So her Venus is in Virgo, 9 degrees 28 minutes of Virgo. And if you're looking at the YouTube, if you're listening to this, you cannot see it, but if you're looking at the YouTube, you can see it's in red. So again, this program is showing you that it's retrograde. Usually you will get the R of retrograde. And I think it's quite interesting to have this feminist woman making a movie, revisiting the figure of Barbie, so the idea of retrograde, revisiting the idea of what's beauty, revisiting of the idea of what's feminine and what's femininity about, in a very practical way, because it's Virgo. So it's like making a really practical, concrete criticize to society. But then at the same time, this idea of being Mercury, this idea of being retrograde. So finding this sense of, okay, let's bring back this doll from the past and let's see what it could have, what it could mean, what it could have meant, what it should have meant, and why it didn't mean this, and what can we do about it?
And it is very interesting. I still remember a few things in Barbie and really fit into her chart, because if we look her chart, there is this Venus is also formed a kind of a T-square with Jupiter, Uranus, and Chiron, and that kind of review the re-exam the society, how society see the woman and how society see the different beauty, because they have a strange Barbie there. So allowed people to be unique in different way. And her uniqueness eventually saved their world too. That's quite interesting. And another story is when Barbie came to the in the real world, and she was sitting next to an old lady, and she just tell the old lady, say, "You are so beautiful," and the old lady say, "I know."
Yes, yes. This idea also of finding beauty within, which
Yeah,
is in Venus retrograde. And yeah, it's picking up the Jupiter, Uranus, and the Chiron. I think, yes, it's very smart what you say. I really like your idea, Rod. Yes.
yeah. I think she's a genius, especially that Barbie movie. That is a really, even I would say, oh, just another children movie. No, everyone tell me you should watch it because it's not just a child movie. They really, I think they really focus on a lot of, how we define the femininity and how we define the girls. But also the male character inside still also have some reflection, I have to say.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I really enjoy this. A director who had the Venus retrograde conjunct Mercury in Virgo, and make a film to discuss femininity, about what girls should be or what the female should be in our society, and re-examine it with a very interesting figure, that Barbie. So, I think this is a very interesting about the Venus retrograde. And don't forget, next week we are going to move to
Mars.
Mars. Mars retrograde. I have to tell you, it is a very rare configuration in the natal chart. It does not happen very often. So, next week, come back with Mars retrograde. Bye bye.
Bye.